good morning, everybody. Me and my household was talking about, usually after a typhoon, everyone talks about the typhoon. Like, this guy will talk about it for welcome, communion, benevolence. Anyways, so I'm sick of talking about the typhoon. It's in the past. There's many more that's gonna come. This is Hong Kong, so welcome. So, I'm not gonna talk about it. Maybe a bit, but But just jumping straight into the lesson, I've already sent out the sermon notes to all of you guys. So if you guys don't have it, feel free to ask. But I'm just going straight into it. What is your standard of love? If you guys have watched Filipino dramas or Filipino romance movies, you will not like it probably. Because for the Filipinos, it's deeply ingrained in our culture. For us, it's like your childhood leads up to you getting married. Every single moment is going there. But nobody really talks about when you are married. So no drama talks about divorce. No drama talks about being married. It's all about getting married. So you see the priorities of the Filipino culture. But it's so ingrained to the point that if you watch it, the themes are very interesting. You guys sit in a Jollibee, you're wearing a red shirt, and your crush comes in. Oh, he's wearing the same red shirt. She's my soulmate. She's eating Jollibee, the same order. Also with Fanta and a small set of rice. Oh, I hear the wedding bells ring. Wow. It's so, it's a lot of signs. It's a lot of, it's all of that, right? And all of a sudden, it's like, if you're in a high school, it's, hey, best friend A, why don't you scout the land and talk to my crush and see what they like, etc., etc. If you guys want to have a feeling of that, just watch a Jollibee commercial. It's like 5 minutes long on YouTube. But that's not the love I'm talking about. The love I'm talking about is the love that we have for people. It's the culture of love. Obviously in Hong Kong it's very different. But in Hong Kong, what is the culture of love? A better question is there that culture? Being here long enough, I think the love that we have for people, it's very, very silent. You and your dad, your parents, they work hard, they provide for you, and you had a long day, and all of a sudden there's a nice cooked meal just by the door, and you come home late at 10 p.m. Maybe it's small things like that. Your coworkers, like when you go to the lift, everybody wants to close the close button of the lift. But if your coworkers wait for you, I guess that's love. Yeah, for sure. But there's also a darker side to it. In Hong Kong, I think, and many other cultures as well, if people don't like you, they want to make you feel that they don't like you. In the Philippines, it's very hard to pinpoint like who likes me, doesn't like me, because everyone's nice to you. They buy you drinks, they buy you coffee, and all these things. But in Hong Kong, they're like, yeah, I genuinely don't like you. I'll purposefully ignore you. I'll purposely delay texting back for 1-2 business days. It's this coldness. People talk back, people talk behind your back, and all these different things, ignoring all these things. In 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4-8, it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. As Christians, that is the culture. And it says here, love never fails. And when you look at our lives, we go, but if the passage says love never fails, then why do we fail? Men and women have graduated, have gotten degrees, have gotten their jobs, have gotten all these things, but they still don't understand love. That's the question we're thinking. If love never fails, then why do relationships break? Why do my friendships break? The person I'm trying to help become a Christian now is not interested. Why does it fail? Because the question is, it's not about the relationship, it's about the love that you give. Is it really love in the first place? Maybe it started off as love, but it can evolve into something else. Love can all of a sudden become a routine. You know, in the typhoon, I think I'm pretty much the mom of the house. And so I love my house. But on Tuesday, I'm pretty much the only one that bought groceries because I'm pretty much I'm gonna be the one cooking for everybody. Jackson can cook, so that's not a problem. But the other two want some help. Anyways, but you know, I love to cook. I'm already expected to cook. Like I do that usually every Sunday. But over time it becomes a routine, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy chicken again. I'm gonna buy broccoli again. I'm gonna buy onions again. I'm gonna cook for the same guys again. They complain it's salty. They complain it's peppery. They complain this. I'm not saying that they do. I'm not saying that they do. But initially what came out of love, you do enough times, it becomes a routine. And it stops being love, and it's now just become a routine that you must do. You know, love can also become not love, but just a string of expectations. You know, you love someone, you take care of them, you provide for them, buy them coffee, all these things. But you sow the seeds of, you know, I buy this coffee because I want this person to like me. I want this boss to give me a promotion. I want this guy to study the Bible. I want this guy to do A, B, and C. That's not love anymore. People say it's love, but that sounds like a transaction. You know, your love wanes because what you expect is not going to be given. So your love fails in that area. You know, your love can all of a sudden become contempt. Now, what does that mean? In the Philippines, it's very easy to love people because there's so much space. In Hong Kong, every relationship you will have to bump. Physically because of space. But because it's so small, you get to see people's imperfections a lot easier. And, you know, same thing in my house. I love you guys. And this is my sin, you know. Things that initially might not be a big problem. And you know, for the HKU Bible talk, cup in my bedroom.
Yes. Me again.
I'm not saying who it is.
Oh, we know who it is.
But initially I'm like, you know, it's a cup. I don't really care. But a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, then these small things, over time you tolerate it. But because I never really addressed it, then it's become contempt on my area, and I apologize for that. You know, things you've gotten used to, all of a sudden becomes tiring. They then become, resentful on your end.
Yeah.
And for Christians, we think love is, oh, that's my job. I'm required to love somebody, which is not love anymore. So my question for you is, how deep is your love? As a person, as a man, as a woman, and as a Christian. And so that's the title of my lesson, How Deep Is Your Love? I'm not sure if people get that reference, because that's way outside my generation. It's from the Bee Gees, okay. Point 1, whole men to give their whole hearts. Matthew 22, verse 37 to 40. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments. You know, you cannot love without a heart. The Bible calls us to love God first with absolutely everything. And with that, then you love people. Yeah. Too often we just jump to the bottom and go, love your neighbor. Okay. But then it's very easy that we get exhausted. Yeah. The bigger question you have to ask is, do you have a whole heart to give first? You can't give what you don't have. If you haven't given God your whole heart, you can't give it to people. And we've gotten so used to loving people, or loving God, half-heartedly. What does that mean? Oh, I'll only give my heart if the success rate is above 90%. I don't want to bother getting this job interview if I have no chances of getting in. Or if it's very slim. I'll only like this girl if she likes me back. Because why bother? Yeah. And in the same way, your love is also like that. If this person is struggling, 80% that they will give me what I want, then I'll love. It's not the heart. Yeah. I will give my heart only if it benefits me. For the students, everything in the HKU or anything in university is optional until they take attendance. Until the magic word, it's included in the exam. Only if there's credit-bearing courses. In the same way, for us, I will give my heart if I get a pay rise. I will give my heart if this person is going to become a Christian. I will give my heart if my parents treat me better. Many times we only give our hearts if we feel like it. Yeah. And many other times we only give half of it. When everything aligns perfectly. Only if it's the right time. Only if it's the right mood. Only if it's the right people. Then I will give my heart. What's stopping you from giving your whole heart? Why has wholeheartedness been a rare thing? Well, this could be you. You don't want to give your whole heart because you're afraid. What's going to come? What's in the future? Future careers, future life, future relationships. You know, I want to save my money. I want to save my time. I want to save my brain power. I want to save my sadness. Because if this doesn't work, I'll move on. If Hong Kong doesn't work, I'll move on. If Christianity doesn't work, I'll move on. Maybe this God thing is a phase. Maybe 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years, then 5 years, and then I'll move to Buddhism. Is that your heart? So that's why you're not giving your heart. That's why you're not as devoted. That's why you're not praying. That's why you're not reading your Bible. You're already making preparations to leave. You know, I'm very grateful for Finn. You know, I think getting to know him for the last year or so, Finn is very, very heartsy. If you give your heart to him, he'll be very happy. With his internship. And you know, he came from a non-believing background, but all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, God did this for me. God did this for me. I met my HSBC internship interviewer at a career program. God is good. At the start of the year, he goes, yeah, my goal is to help my roommate become a Christian and know God. And, you know, there were a bit of bumps here and there. You know, but, you know, you see his heart and he just wants to give. Even going, he didn't believe in God, but then he went back to his family, back home to his hometown. And he goes, hey, Mom and Dad, I know you're communists, but listen to the gospel. You know, it's these kinds of things. And I appreciate the heart because it's a heart that's not deterred by, by the future. It's like, I just want to give my heart. Yeah. And I want to see where it goes. Yeah. Even his German class, he's like, oh yeah, this friend's in Munich. Oh, maybe there's a church there. I want to help you. I want to help you. That's the heart. Not afraid of failing. Yeah. And at times, where are we? We're so afraid of failing that we don't bother trying anymore. Proverbs 13, verse 12. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Maybe the reason why you don't want to give your heart is because what you did in the past hasn't worked out. Right, come on. It's a hope being deferred. Past pains. Why bother moving on when I don't see things change? When things fail, your heart sinks and you go, I already tried this. Why do I want to try again?
Yeah.
But the Bible says hope deferred. The Bible doesn't say, if your hope is deferred, never hope again.
Nope.
So often that is how we think of things. Hope deferred, so don't bother hoping anymore. I'll just do the minimum. Therefore, my hope isn't anywhere. God is not interested in a man that gives up and withdraws his heart. God isn't interested in a man who picks himself up and gives his heart despite failure. You know why you're so afraid of failing? It's because you think you will come out of Christianity, how do you say it? With no scars.
Oh.
You will come out of it clean, not getting dirty, not getting hurt, not being betrayed. It's like, so if you guys didn't know, we're going to go to Australia and we're going to play rugby.
Yay.
Thank you, Abhishek, for training us for rugby. Hey, that is entirely on him. Yes, very grateful. But if I go, hey, I'm going to train for rugby, I'm going to give my heart.
Okay.
But I will never touch the grass. I will never touch the mud. And if I get a cut, I will never play again. It's like saying, I want to go to the gym, but the moment I feel strained, I will never go.
Amen.
So why are you, we know that most things in life require pain. Most things in life require difficulty. And why all of a sudden Christianity? I expect perfect Christians. I expect a perfect life from God. I expect God to give me a life I deserve. Why? When we were playing rugby last year, we were tackled a lot. We were playing in Sun Yat-sen Park, and we were throwing the ball, and some Filipino kids wanted to play with us. The first 30 seconds, he got injured and left. Things like that, being winded, being tired. I remember even playing at the pitch in New Zealand. I was so winded. I was so emotional. I was like, brother, this is my birthday, and I'm getting tackled. This is so bad. And I was being a bit emotional to Alfred, so sorry for that. But all of this pain, all of this hardship, all of it, all led to us beating the Taiwan church. That felt different. All the pain goes, now it's worth it. And now I don't think about the pain. I think we won. That is what we think of. So in the same sense, for Christianity, are you still broken up and worried that you're going to be in pain? The moment things are going to look tough, you go, here's my heart, you go, ugh, no. Here's it to something else. Are you ready to throw in the towel with your love and your heart? Maybe you don't want to give your heart because what you have now doesn't seem to work. It might seem like it's not enough. I don't have enough. I don't have the skill. I don't have the talent. I don't have the background to believe in God. I don't think I'm good enough as a person, as a leader. I don't think I'm worth it. God thinks I'm not enough. Well, God is not concerned with what you have, but more so in what you choose to do with what you have. I'm very encouraged. I was fetching Martin to the doctors that was last Tuesday. So if you guys didn't know, it was all in Cantonese. I'm very grateful the doctor was nice enough to go, okay, you're struggling a bit. Okay, let me translate in English. But on Tuesday before the typhoon, and he was struggling to get there and things like that, and he was a bit winded as well. I'm like, the receptionist was talking to me in all Cantonese, like rap form. And my Cantonese is obviously okay. But in that moment, I was like, Martin needs me, and I need to understand what he's saying so I can tell Martin later on. And in that moment, everything made sense. I know what was happening. I told them, I relayed to him, hey, it's going to be on this time, it's going to be on this time, it's going to be on this time. But in the same sense, if you're struggling with a language, the reason why you're here is not to be fluent in the language already. It's to learn. It's to be put in the situation so you can grow. But change how you believe. It's not if you have this much, then you will succeed. If you know God, what you already have is enough for you to succeed.
Yeah.
You just need to believe it. Judges 6:13-16. Pardon me, my Lord, Gideon replied. But if the Lord is with us, why has this all happened to us? Where are all his wonders that our ancestors told us about when they said, did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt? But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian. The Lord turned to him and said, go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hands. Am I not sending you? Pardon me, my Lord, Gideon replied. But how can I save Israel? I don't have a job. Is that what he's saying? I don't have a degree. I'm failing my course. No. It says, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh and I'm the least in my family. The Lord answered, I will be with you and you will strike down all the Midianites, leaving none alive. The concept was, who's it? Yes, Gideon. He goes, my tribe is barely 50 people. And you expect me to attack a whole nation's army? God, you're crazy. In the same way, what you have in front of God will be used to succeed. You know, how you love others and how you love God is very representative of who you are as a person. Proverbs 4 verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So I ask you, where is your heart today? You know, your level of love and where your heart is shows me who you are. Even before you do anything, or if I've known you only for 30 minutes. If you sit here today, you have very different degrees on how you see God. And let me list it out. Some of you guys sitting here goes, I don't really want to bother with God. I just want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my relationships. I want to focus on this. I want to focus on this. Great. So in your eyes, you will worship God and you will come to know God only if you are required to. If you're in a car accident, if you want it, at the right time, at the right place. Therefore, when you get married or when you have kids, you will change if you're required to. If you're facing a divorce, then you will change. If your family threatens to disown you, then you will change. Is that who you want to be? In front of God, maybe you are here because you want something. You know, I'm here to know God because I want to know more people. I want to be more friends. I want to learn Cantonese. I want to learn English. I know that being a Christian is good for me. And so you are here because your heart wants something that is good for you. So what if being a Christian makes your life a bit worse than you think?
Right, come on.
Will you leave? So what if your marriage makes you a bad person? Will you get divorced immediately? Who your character is shows me your next 30 years if you don't plan to change. Maybe you're here because you're expected to. You know, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, so I'm expected to be at church. So, okay, if people expect these things from you, then that's who you are. You're in an arranged relationship. You're doing things not because you want it, because people expect you. Therefore, in 30 years, you're doing a job that you don't want, because you're expected to. You're living a life that you don't want. You're just going through it. Or maybe you're here because you are willing to change. Is that your heart for God? If it is, therefore, your heart needs to go, what do I need to change? Talking to people. Yeesh. Okay, I'll do it. Reading the Bible every day. Ooh. Okay, I'll do it. Is that the heart you have? You know, my challenge for you is figure out what your heart really is for. Do you really want God? Or are you here for something else? Because you won't last. Point number 2. Get the heart, then get ahead. You know, if we are here to give our hearts, you know, if you figured out the first part, if you're here for God, and you're on the right track, great. What does it mean to give my heart, therefore? Luke 10, verse 1 to 2. After this, the Lord appointed 72 others and sent them 2 by 2 ahead of him to every town and place where he was about to go. He told them, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field. Jesus sent people 2 by 2. Yeah. Jesus could have gone, hey, okay, all 72 of you, okay, disperse. 1 by 1, go to each town. But Jesus knows the heart. He goes, yeah, I know this guy will struggle. Okay, I'll pair him up with this other guy. Okay, 2 of you go. Because we're not meant to be alone. We're not meant to just do things by ourselves. Yeah. And so too often we go, hey, I'm here. I'm just telling people what to do. But people want companionship, not commands. Too often we can expect people to know what they need to know. But you don't really want to walk with them. And many people need a friend to walk with. It's not about getting to a place. It's about how you get to a place. I'm very grateful for Martin. I think walking with him, even going to Taipo's really far. So we went to Queenie's birthday party yesterday. So it's been really great. So if you didn't know, Martin's not feeling too well. And I'm here to, of course, help him. So to help walk him around. But that challenges my heart. I'm like, bro, come on, let's just get here. Come on, let's get here. Walk faster, walk faster. No. And too often we're so focused on getting to the place that we forget the actual journey of getting there. Because for me, it's about getting to the place. Come on, getting there, doing things. For Martin, it's about the actual walk that we forget. If my mind is focused on what's going to happen in the next 3 hours, then what's going to happen in the next 2 hours for Martin? And so that is a real heart check. Too often for us, we get frustrated, we get impatient, we get tired with people because we expect them to be where I expect them, not meet them where they are. You get sloppy. And you go, oh, I'm going to help this guy, with moving their furniture. Okay, box. Close enough. I helped with 1 box, right? Too often we can get there. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. Yeah. In Hong Kong, it's quite hard to believe this. A lot of people are kind-hearted. Just a lot are misguided. Yeah. Many of them are afraid, and many of them simply just need a friend. So I put a picture of a great friend of ours in London. When I went to London, I'm very encouraged because I was supposed to get time with another brother, but he was like, oh, hey, bro, I'm busy. But why don't you join a Bible study with this guy? And so it was a light and darkness study. It was very clear cut, and we were in an open coffee shop. But the things coming out of his mouth. So if you guys didn't know, his name's Avinash, and he's Mauritian. And he grew up in London, and he comes from a Hindu background. But the things that are coming out of his mouth were actually very, very scary. They're very frightening. Bitterness towards his family for years and years and years. He was working in a betting shop. If you guys don't know, a betting shop, like the gray areas is very clear. So you're making bets, of course, and to the point that a lot of people go into debt. And even a lot of inappropriate behavior towards a couple of women in the past. And so he was sharing these things to 4 grown men, to me, who I just knew. And he came from a Hindu background, and during COVID, he just goes, you know what, this Hindu thing, it's not working for me. I need to know the right thing. And even in Hindu background, no one ever called him to be open or ever taught him that these things were wrong. Yeah. But in his heart, he goes, I know this is wrong. No one has just ever told me or has ever wanted to listen. And in that moment, when he confessed these things, I confess as well for the things I've done. But then he opened up, and then, last week he got baptized and became a disciple. But too often we can go, okay, that must be like 2 weeks, right? No, that took a year. Oh, wow. A year of walking. Wow. A year of guiding, a year of Bible study, a year of just encouraging. And too often we are so quick to get things done. But that's not giving your heart. Instead of talking the talk, when was the last time you genuinely helped? And a question for you is, when was the last time you've seen your dad get mad? Coming from a Chinese background, the guys don't really have that much emotion. I don't really know. Like, for Cantonese, it's very different. So for Filipinos, we're very chill. Go with the flow, do your thing, all these things. My dad, if you give him a bowl of huntun meat, he's very happy. But the very first time I saw him mad was when we were taking a trip and we were in a taxi. And then the driver was like, "Oh, you guys are so dumb. It's traffic now and you're going to this really busy place. Why didn't you go earlier? Man, you guys have bad timing." And my dad, very calm, he goes, "So what are you gonna do about it?" I told his wife, my mom, I told him we're gonna meet here at this time. I don't know this place. If you were me, what are you going to do? And then he just shut up. Too often for us, we have so many opinions about how this guy should have done it, what they could have done. But the better question is, did you help? Did you do anything about it? You complain that this brother or sister doesn't have a job. Have you helped them find a job? Have you helped them go into interviews? Have you helped them go through the resume? Have you sat down with them? And I'm very grateful for Joe calling me to that standard. One of our friends, Felipe, I think I shared this before, and he's very serious about it. If you guys didn't know, our movement leader's son came over to Australia and Sydney when I was there. And for him, he is fresh off high school graduate degree. So he does not have a college degree. From Mexico, coming to Australia, Sydney, Australia, with no college degree, coming off high school, expecting a job in 2 weeks. It's very hard. And so Joe sat me down and said, "Bro, if you're not helping this guy get a job, I will." And he goes, "Do you understand the implications of that? If someone doesn't have a job, you run the risk of him losing their savings. You run the risk of him getting into debt. You run the risk of him getting bitter to God. Are you really taking this seriously?" And I got convicted about that. And I was like, "Okay, bro, we're serious about you getting a job." We go to every coffee shop next to the college going, "Here's their resume. What do you think?" And around our house, we go, "Okay, this grocery store, this grocery store, this chicken store, this chicken store." And at the end of 3 weeks, he did get a job.
Come on.
But is that the genuine level of love we have given? To the disciples, to our friends, to our family. We're very big on fun, and which is great. National holidays coming in. What are you guys doing about it? Bring your friends, things like that. But, if we're called to have deeper relationships with people, when was the last time you've cried with someone? You've gotten into the heart things, talked about family. Imagine an entitled kid. For his whole life, he was taught to obey. He did what was asked by his parents. He went to school. He did all these things.
Yeah.
In time, he will inherit his dad's business of something, a multi-million-dollar business, and all of a sudden his father was rushed to the hospital. He has stage 4 cancer, and in his dying breath, the father expresses to the son, "Hey son, this is what I want for you in your life. I want for you to look for this wife. I want you to do this for my business. I want you to do this to the family. Please help me fulfill my dying wish." In moments afterwards, he passed away. The son went to the memorial. He was handed the will to inherit the company and all of these things. Yet despite hearing his dad's last words, he inherited the company but didn't do a thing about it. He never wrote down his father's last wishes, chose to follow his own path for his life, for his family. All the things that his father gave him as a kid, he moved to the attic and never touched. He would attend the father's grave every year to pay respect, but never to actually do what his father expected of him. Now, how do you think the father would have felt if he was alive? Neglected, hurt, offended, maybe even angry. Yet, do you realize that at times this is how we treat God? You know, Jesus simply wants you to follow God's commands. And that's it. Too often we are fed Jesus' death, Jesus' death, Jesus' death. And yet, when was the last time you've memorized his words? You know, I'm not sure if you've attended a funeral or you've witnessed someone's death. It changes your life. And it's very sad because I attended my grandfather and grandmother's funeral. And to see how my parents cried, shed tears, remembered, kept small memorabilia, tokens, coins, going, this is what I remember my father or mother with. And I know he's never coming back, but this is what I want to do for him or her. And for us, who say we are disciples of God, that we treat Jesus' death very differently. You know, who cares about the Bible? I don't really want to read the Bible anymore. Yet, this is the same words that Jesus died with. Some of us don't even remember Jesus' last words on earth. And we say we claim that we love God more than our wives, more than our house, more than our careers, if we don't even read God's word. What if I told you that is how you can treat God? You can be so self-focused of your life that you're so unfazed about Jesus' death. That you complain that, God, I have to give my career up. I have to give up my education. I have to give up this girlfriend, this boyfriend. I have to give up so much of my comforts. And you're standing in front of Jesus' dead body. Saying, Jesus, this is too much. We can get so used to the idea of Jesus' sacrifice that it has now failed to motivate you. You know, my final question to you is, what will get you to listen to God? To listen to his word, and even to listen to his people. This generation is so concerned about being heard, but nobody wants to hear. Proverbs 18 verse 13, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. We're always like, hey, this is what I think. This is what I think. This is my opinion. But none of us are eager to listen to what is God's opinion. So what will get you to read God's final testament? God's word in your life. And what will get you to actually follow through with it? Just to conclude, the title of my lesson is, how deep is your love? Point number 1, whole men to give their whole hearts. If we can't give our whole hearts to God, you can't give it to people. Because people will hurt you. People will use your trust. People will use you. So if you can't give your heart to a perfect God, you can't give it to imperfect people. So where is your heart today? And point number 2, love with a whole heart. Oh, sorry, wrong. That's a wrong point too. And point number 2, get the heart, then get ahead. And if you do give your heart, what will you choose to do with it? Is it just to do what you're expected, or to actually follow through with what God expects? My challenge is for everybody. Find out where your heart is for God and for people, and do what he asks. With that, to God be glory. Amen.